Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to share with you the actual pricing for $15,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 68-year-old female. Now, first thing I recommend is you go to our website at funeralfunds.com, and we have these free quotes on just about every page. You just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way, and then select the coverage amount and put your birthday in there, the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies with all the lowest rates. You can also call us at 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can help you understand your options and rates as well. Now, the first thing we recommend for a 68-year-old female looking for $15,000 worth of coverage is asking herself, is $15,000 going to be enough for her final expenses? Now, typically the final expenses would be cremation or burial. Let's start out with cremation. So the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have a cremation with some sort of celebration of life ceremony, that's probably going to be, that's going to be like a remembrance ceremony or something like that. That's probably going to be between $3,500 to $4,500. So for that cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, we would typically recommend right around $5,000 to $7,000 worth of coverage. Now you might be saying, well, Randy, you said cremation would be around $2,000, but you're recommending a $5,000 policy. Why is that? And we say, well, that's because our 68-year-old female probably wants to make it to age 78, maybe age 88. And we know things will be more expensive in the future. So we build in a little extra coverage just to make sure that we inflation-proof the plan. And then, that's if you live too long. That's like if you live long enough, I guess, not too long. But God forbid you died sooner than you thought, there would be extra money left over to maybe pay some unexpected bills like medical bills or something like that, or maybe the credit card bills that you would have had paid off if you'd lived longer, get those paid off too. So it really just protects long-term against inflation, and then short-term against some little extra bills here and there. Now, if you're going to have that cremation and the ceremony, we would typically recommend around $7,000 to $10,000. And that's for the same reason. Inflation-proof for the long term, but maybe pay off some extra bills, kind of unexpected bills, if you did end up dying sooner, unfortunately, right? So if you're going to have a burial, then right now the actual cost of a burial in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, pretty much anywhere in the United States, they should help you out with it. It's hard to imagine that they would say, no, we're not going to take your money, walk out the door, and then you could walk 2 blocks down to one of their competitors and they would take it. Just understand $10,000 is not going to be a very fancy funeral. It is kind of low frills type thing. But also, most places are going to make it work. But the challenge is you're 68 right now. And, if you live to 78 or 88, it's not going to be enough money. So if you're on a fixed or limited income and money's kind of tight, we probably recommend you get $10,000 right now. That takes care of the bulk of your needs if it's first aid coverage. And then at some point in the future, if you need to add more coverage, we can always help you out with that. But really, most of the time, what we're helping people with, if they're a 68-year-old female, is between $10,000 to $15,000. Sometimes people will go up to $20,000, but if you have more means and you can afford more insurance, then go for it. It definitely inflation-proofs your plan longer and longer and longer. But we will get some folks that say, hey, I want to get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 and leave some money behind for the kids. And then they hear the pricing on that because at age 68, it's getting more expensive. And they go, I can't afford that. I'm not going to do anything. And that's kind of a selfish, if I dare say so, selfish way to do that. And the reason is like you're saying, if I can't do everything I wanted because I procrastinated on this until age 68, then I'm not going to do anything at all. And that's just, to me, kind of seems immature. So really get this insurance for what it's intended for, to take care of your final expenses. And then at some point in the future, if you want a separate policy for the kids, just get a separate policy for the kids. We can keep it separated. But by the same token, if you've got enough money and finances aren't as much as an issue as the rest of America, we can certainly help you get really as much as you want or need. Now, one thing we always recommend is first day coverage or benefits. And we never recommend the 2-year waiting period plans if you can get first day coverage. And what that means is first day coverage means is that hypothetically, if your plan were issued and approved today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would have to write that check for 15, 20, 20,000, whatever it would be at the time. So it's the best coverage. It's the lowest rates. That's definitely what you should go for. Now, some people would say, well, Randy, I want first day coverage, but I know they ask health questions and I'm not in the best health. To which we say, hey, your health is our concern, not your concern, at least when it comes to this insurance. And really what we mean by that is that's why we work with so many different insurance companies. They all ask different health questions. They all have different underwriting requirements. And really 90 to 95% of the time we're getting people first day coverage or benefits. Really the only reason we wouldn't be able to make that happen is if you just waited too long and you had some significant health issues, like maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home. If that were the case, we would typically refer you out to a different company. The other thing that seems to happen, like on a weekly basis, it seems, is we get somebody that will call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have any insurance, and we don't have any money, and now their body's at the funeral home, and the funeral home director is not going to do anything until we get some money in his pocket. So we need to get this insurance right away, and that way we can get this cash to the funeral home director, and we can get everybody buried. We have to let them know that there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a policy on somebody who's already dead. That's not how this insurance works. You got to be alive to qualify for it. And it's really sad that the person who died without insurance. They knew they were going to die someday. They did. And they probably thought about getting this insurance. They didn't. And then they thought they would live longer, and they didn't. And then they just went and died. And now their family's got to clean up the mess and pay for this. And typically what that means is they're going to put it on a credit card at 26% interest. And they're going to be paying on this for years and years and years. Don't let that be your legacy. That's a terrible legacy. You could have done everything else in right, and then you finish off with this, and it's a cruddy way to finish off your legacy. Just get this insurance. It's affordable. If it's a little tight, just get what you can afford right now. You can always add more coverage. We can help you out with that. Now, one thing we never recommend, again, is 2-year waiting period policies if you can qualify for first day coverage. Now, Colonial Penn, probably one of the better known companies out there, I guess, just because they seem to advertise all the time on TV. Seems like every 7 minutes there's a commercial for $9.95 insurance. And yeah, if you didn't know this, Colonial Penn's $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period plan. Yikes, you did not know that. Ouch, right? Yeah, so we recommend avoiding that. There's other companies out there that sell those 2-year waiting period plans too. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, they do that. AIG, Gerber, gosh, just a host of other insurance companies too. And a lot of these insurance companies have done an amazing job at convincing the American public that if you're over the age of 50, the only thing you qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we always say, ignore such nonsense, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. Now, our 68-year-old female probably just got done watching a Colonial Penn $9.95 commercial, probably thinking, boy, that insurance looks like it's the cat's meow. I'm going to call and get me some. And I'm probably going to call them, and I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, probably even $50,000 for $9.95. And then she calls Colonial Penn and talks with one of their agents, or goes on their website and looks it up like we have done for you here. And she finds out that 1 unit of coverage, which is $9.95, is only going to buy $1,112. Ouch, right? I mean, there may be some parts of the country where that pays for a cremation, but boy, not many. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter, because this plan's got a 2-year waiting period, and it's not going to pay out for a full 2 years if you die of any health or medical issue. So why would you ever get a substandard plan with substandard coverage with substandard, paying right away? So yeah, we don't recommend it. Now, some Some people would say that companies that offer these really low teaser rates, they do so not to sell the actual low teaser rate plan, but actually just to get your information, to get you on the phone. And then they try to upsell you to more coverage that's more profitable for them. Now, we would never say Colonial Penn would do such a thing, but some people are convinced of that. And I guess you'll have to formulate that opinion on your own based on the fact that $9.95 only gets you a 2-year waiting period for $1,112. Yikes. Yeah. So anyway, let's look at $15,000. The challenge with Colonial Penn, they only offer up to 15 units. I think we should be able to get to 15,000. Is that going to be 14 units? There we go. That's as close as we're going to get. 13 units is going to be under. So yeah, 14 units would be $15,568. You cannot get $15,000 worth of coverage through Colonial Penn's $995 plan because they sell per unit, and that's how they can get that wonky $995 per unit pricing. So you always end up with these wackadoodle numbers. But anyway, that's around $15,000 for around $140. Let's go look at first day coverage. We're going to save you money here. Here we go. So we've got $15,000 for a female age 68 right here. Click get quote. We're going to go back and look at this. Remember, this is $140 for $15,000-ish. Look at this. $69.38. So roughly $70 versus $140. So yeah, first day coverage versus Colonial Penn. Colonial Penn's going to be right at or about 200% more expensive. Why would you ever spend $140 a month for $15,568 when you could get $15,000 for under $70? And this is level coverage, which means first day coverage. Why would you ever do that? You need to be a smart consumer. And it's okay if you're not one, because we can help you be one. But why would you ever pay double? And here's the thing. You're going to overpay on this Colonial Penn policy for the rest of your life. Look at it this way. It's going to be right around $70 more a month, roundabout. Times 12 months, that's $840 a year you're overpaying. If our 68-year-old female lives to age 78, she will have overpaid right around $8,400 on a $15,000 plan. Why would you ever overpay an insurance company over $8,000? And that's if you only live 10 years. It gets worse as time goes on. That's why it's so important to work with a company like Funeral Funds that's going to go to bat for you and get you the lowest pricing and help you be a smart shopper, because we can save you loads of money. We would rather see that $8,000 in your pocket, $8,400-ish, roughly. A lot of money. Don't do that. So don't give that money to the insurance company when they don't deserve it. So let's look at a couple other ones here. Let's see. 69, roughly 70. Let's find another company here. Oh, here we go. So Lincoln Heritage. So they're a fine company, I guess. I mean, but oof, look at that pricing. That's like almost $103. Yikes. It is level coverage. It's first day coverage. But look at that pricing. So it's like $30, $32, $33 more. Almost $34. So yeah, why are they that expensive though? Well, with Lincoln Heritage Plan, they've got a deal where when you pass away, they will call 2 or 3 funeral homes and supposedly get the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple of other things, but they don't do that for free. They charge more for that, more in premium, and you're going to overpay that premium for the rest of your life. Yikes, right? So that's right around $103 versus $69. So that is roughly $34 more a month that you're overpaying. Times 12 months, be right around $408 a year that you're overpaying. And if our 68-year-old female lives to age 78, you will have overpaid roughly $4,080. Yeah, $4,080. So you got to ask yourself, make sure and ask yourself this. Is it worth overpaying an insurance company over $4,000 more to call 2 or 3 funeral homes and maybe do a couple of other things that might only take an hour or so to do? A lot of people would say, that's a great payday for the insurance company. And we would agree, it is a great payday for the insurance company. But we would rather see you keep that money in your own pocket because you do not need to overspend by $4,000 or more. If you live another 20 years, that's going to be another 8,000. Ooh, ouch, right? So what we recommend is letting us help you get the lowest price plan. And then what we offer, free of charge, by the way, is a free funeral and estate planning guide. You can download that off your website, and then you print it out. And once it's printed out, you just fill it out. Who gets what goes where, and what you want to happen after you're gone. And then you just keep that with your insurance policy. And then when you pass away, your family is going to have everything in one place, and they will know that they are protected both financially with the insurance policy, but emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide, because all they need to do is open it up and read it and read exactly what you said, and then just execute your wishes, and everything's paid for with the insurance. And they will have that peace of mind knowing that they've done everything exactly as you wanted. And they will know that you love them. And they will know that you not only love them in life, but you actually love them in death. You were actually protecting them while you were alive. And then you did one last thing to protect them when you were dead, actually when they would need the most protection and the most love. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So we can help you do that. Go to funeralfunds.com. We've got a special quarter for our YouTube visitors. It's funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And that will get you the best rates and the best discounts. We've got a special one for you. You'll enjoy that quite a bit. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can help you understand what you qualify for and all your rates and all that other stuff. And if you've got an existing policy and you want to see if we can save you money, or just want to see what it would cost to add coverage to that, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for brand new coverage or just have some questions about what you might qualify for or pricing or anything else, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to the day where we can help you get the most amount of coverage for the least amount of money. We will be blessed to help you with that at some point in the future. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.